Hey folks, how's it going? Dr. Spin. I got another spin-off post for you guys. 2 more great albums by great artists, but only one of them is going to be able to go on and be in my top 20 for 2025. So on the one side, I've got Cardiac's LSD versus Taugedeildin, Þegar, dauðir, rísa. Cardiac's most recent release is a love letter to Tim Smith, their sort of lead singer, primary songwriter, conceptualist. LSD was originally conceived and recorded in around 2008, when unfortunately Tim Smith had an accident that caused him to have some paralysis over part of his body and incapacitated. Unfortunately, Tim Smith passed away recently, but his brother and members of the Cardiacs from throughout their complicated legacy came together, and their intention was to really capture and pay tribute to Tim Smith's unique Oingo Boingo meets Frank Zappa voice. Now let's take that in comparison over here to Taugedeildin. Taugedeildin was a synth pop group that moved in the underground of Icelandic music in the 1980s. And they sort of represent the way in which punk rock and synth pop were kind of starting to converge on new wave music in the early 80s. Now, as an Icelandic group that sang in Icelandic, they never really broke out and got huge. But the songs are dark and compelling and melodically interesting, and made much more interesting by their status as sort of underground Icelandic music. Now, both of these are really great albums, but as I've been hinting, they're both made a lot more interesting by their context. LSD is a fantastic recording, and if you're going to get into the Cardiacs, many longtime fans of Cardiacs advocate for this album. As a posthumous release, LSD does a really fantastic job of capturing the essence of Cardiac's music when they're in their prime, and even in some ways push it even a little bit further by really delving into the more instrumental and experimental aspects of Tim Smith's interests. It sums up the parameters of Cardiac's music, which was and is distinctive and ingenious. And even though they're comparatively simplistic, Taugedeildin is still really effective at kind of capturing the dark, rough-hewn edges of this style of music that's coming out, but the overall vision and the success of LSD, I think, gets it the win in this case. So, agree or disagree, please sound off below. Then head over to my YouTube channel for more posts on independent artists and classic deep dive reviews.